Despite campaign promises, the homeless problem in New York City appears to have worsened on Mayor de Blasio's watch. The growing problem forcing the MTA and Amtrak to spend millions of dollars to get homeless people out of our transit hubs. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer with the story.
Terry LaRocca isn't your typical homeless person. Yes, she spends a lot of time in the Long Island Railroad's Atlantic Terminal in Brooklyn, but that's because she found an electrical outlet to plug in her smartphone. Really, apparently there are a number of outlets.
It would be tacky for me to go into Starbucks because I'm broke today.
She's disabled. She won't go to a shelter, too scary or can't accommodate her disability. So are you going to be okay tonight? Where are you going to sleep?
Outside.
Outside, it's cold out.
It's not that cold yet.
And what will you do when it gets that cold?
I will address that when it gets here.
Terry and people like her is the reason why the MTA is now spending nearly $5 million to reach out to the homeless who, as it gets colder, have increasingly taken to sleeping in transit hubs. CBS 2 cameras caught these homeless sleeping in Penn Station this morning near the Long Island Railroad gates. Listen carefully. That's an MTA cop beating on the wall with his nightstick to wake up the homeless. He wasn't very successful. Most stayed where they were. An MTA spokesman insisted the officers follow protocol. Officers will seek to get people up off the floor, and they will provide information about shelters, but usually the offers are refused. All this as recently released statistics show the number of people entering shelters has increased under Mayor de Blasio, and that they stay longer. It angers advocates.
All of a sudden, it's everybody else's fault except this mayor's. When is he going to accept responsibility? There are many, many, many more homeless people.
Well, in all the figures released recently, there is one that jumps out at you. The NYPD says that for the first 9 months of 2015, over 3,600 people rejected cops' attempts to bring them to city shelters. Now, that's more than double the number for the same period last year. Dana?
Rejected.
They
Saying,
didn't
I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. I'm not going. That's it.
So something's so wrong with that part of this, too, then.
Indeed.